Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I will go through how you can beat the Hologram Heron difficulty 6 with Jiyan, Mortefi, and Sanhua. So the idea of this team is that you should build energy for Jiyan before the fight starts, so that he can go through E and then Q, and then immediately Sanhua, and then Sanhua does her R, her E, and then switching to Mortefi after using the heavy attack of Sanhua, and then use R of Mortefi, and then E, auto attack E, and then build up the concerto energy for the outro, and then use Jiyan, and then ultimate with Jiyan since you built up his ultimate prior to the fight. So this will create the initial burst of the fight, and if I just show that if I really cleared difficulty 6, yes, I defeated difficulty 6. So the most difficult part of this fight is the second part. So the first part is basically just learning the mechanics. The thing that most people will have trouble with in the first part is the fast wing attack that he does sometimes. But if you're lucky, you might not encounter it. But sometimes he does a very quick wing attack, which it's unless you have like really quick reflex, it's very hard to dodge it. The second part is where Jiyan falls off. So first part, Jiyan really does well because there's a lot of downtime of the boss where Jiyan could burst with his ultimate via Mortefi's ultimate. So Jiyan, because he requires the enemy to be still and also on the ground, but because Heron flies around a lot during the second phase with his breathing, fire breath, and also the charge attacks for the flying charge attacks that he does from one side to the other. So Jiyan's damage sort of falls off during the second phase. So this is where Sanhua comes in. Sanhua, she allows you to use her E and her R to do a significant amount of damage, and also Mortefi as well if you build Mortefi well. So as you can see, my Mortefi with food buff, he has 60 to 180 crit ratio. His attack is pretty low because I do not have all his echoes leveled up, so someone on level 15. But this is enough to do a decent amount of damage. It does around 2.5 to 3k for each skill, so resonance skill. And Sanhua, she's pretty cracked, 1341 attack with good crit ratio. And with these two sub DPS during the second phase, you're able to clear the fight really easily. And you can also set up for a burst phase for Jiyan during the second phase when you break the stagger bar of the Heron. And this requires a lot of switching between characters for you to do the most amount of outro as possible in order to break the Heron. And note that during the second phase, the Heron, when he does the turtle move, which recovers his stagger if you don't stagger him fast enough, his recovery of stagger bar is immense. So if you fail to stagger him during that turtle phase, you are guaranteed to not stagger him for well over a minute, I believe, of the remainder of the fight. So it's important to time your stagger and don't over stagger, and time your stagger so that you can burst the stagger bar of the Heron and burst with Jiyan when he is broken when his stagger bar is broken. So my Jiyan is supposed to be 66 to 257, so really not really relatable, but I believe that at this stage of the game, if you do not have this level of echoes, it's really hard to clear difficulty 6 with Jiyan. I saw people using Jixia and also Anchor and Jixiang, the Anchor and Jixiang combo to clear difficulty 6. But with Jiyan, because of the second phase, it's really hard to clear it. And I also used food buff, so it's the 22% purple color food. if you can use the legendary one, but I don't have that unlocked, so I use the purple one, and I still clear fine. I'm pretty sure if you use the legendary one, it's even faster. And also I used a lot of revives, so I think I used 2 revives during my clear run. And yeah, like, it's a really hard fight, and I have difficulty like doing a no-hit run, and yeah, I just didn't care and just used the revives, because that's what the game is for, right? It's here for a reason. So I just used it and then I cleared it. But yeah, it's easy to make mistakes during this fight just because of the timing of his attacks. It's not very consistent. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast, especially the wing attack during the first phase. And it's very difficult to parry his attacks when he's flying around. And I'm pretty sure some people are really good at parrying these flying enemies, but for a majority of people, it's really hard. So yeah, I think it's okay to just use revives just for these sort of hologram fights. In the tower, well, you don't get revives, and I believe the moveset of the enemies in the tower is a bit different, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. But anyway, just a quick video on how to beat the difficulty 6 Heron. And just to show again, I have cleared it, difficulty 6, with 4 minutes and 53 seconds used. The maximum amount is 5 minutes, so I had only 7 seconds left. So yeah, it was really tight, even though I used revives and food. So yeah, I hope you are able to clear as well, and I'll see you on the next one.